On September 12, 1996, the same day the package was intercepted, police in Hollywood, Florida received a call about Ricardo López. Officers entered his apartment and found him. He had died by his own hand. The camera was still running. What police found inside the apartment was extensive and deeply unsettling. 18 months of video recordings, hours and hours of footage documenting López's obsession, his deteriorating mental state, and the construction and dispatch of the package he had sent to Bjork. The recordings were a complete psychological record, from the early entries where he spoke about her music with intense admiration, through the turning point of learning about her relationship, to the few weeks where his thinking had become consumed entirely by the plan he had put into motion. Investigators reviewed every tape. The recordings became central evidence and were later studied by psychologists, law enforcement agencies, law enforcement professionals, and academics examining the phenomenon of celebrity stalking and erotomania, a delusional condition in which a person believes they have a special romantic or emotional connection to someone who does not know them. López had exhibited the textbook progression of that condition. The idealization, the growing resentment when reality did not conform to the delusion, the shift from worshipped to perceived betrayal, the final dangerous escalation. When the case became public, the reaction was immediate. Bjork addressed it briefly and then, understandably, declined to discuss it further. For those around her, the case was a stark reminder of the very real dangers that came with public visibility. The Ricardo López case became one of the most studied examples of celebrity stalking in modern history. It is referenced in law enforcement training, psychological literature, and in broader discussions about parasocial relationships, one-sided emotional bonds that people form with public figures they have never met. Those bonds, in their ordinary form, are harmless. They are a normal part of how human beings engage with art, music, and the people who create them. But the López case sits at the extreme end of what can happen when that bond becomes untethered from reality entirely. He filmed everything, documented every step, and in the end, the camera was still running. Sometimes, obsession becomes something much more dangerous. Follow CrimoraTV because every story deserves to be told.